Hello and welcome. Tonight we are joined in the studio by Simba SMP, the directing manager of Simil Senior Life, a Ugandan-based support network for the elderly. Simba, please tell us, what have you been up to this last year?
It's been amazing. We started a charity with a few people, and we've seen the charity grow, and a lot more people that have never seen this kind of charity are beginning to believe, and the whole community where we serve, they've become more aware, especially a few months ago when we did a launch in Fort Patrol, the western town of Uganda. Now it's about the next stage, which is about making sure the charity can sustain itself without doing like what we're doing, where we raise money on a weekly basis.
So it's always about having the more people, the merrier, but how can people get in touch if they want to know more or support you?
We are available on all social media. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we've got a website which has got all the information from when we started to where we are. If you've got any suggestions, any questions, any ideas, whatever you've got, you can access our site 24/7, which is www.similseniorlife.org. You can contact me directly or my co-director, Mildred Wamara.
Now, of course, staying afloat is probably the main goal, but depending on how your support grows, do you have some big plans for the future?
As I say to you now, we've got more people that have signed up. That means we've got more financial needs than ever before. So one of the biggest plans we have at the moment is to do a marathon in Kampala, which is the capital of Uganda, and we hope if we can raise a good amount of money, we can create projects that can help the charity sustain itself, and this is where we need help. So we really hope anybody listening to this can show their humanity side, and you can put money straight into our account. And this money, it's all about the people, the food they eat at the centres, their health concerns, of course, which are monitored by our co-director Mildred. We have to buy basic things for health checks. That would help us a long way.
So we had a lot of good recognition, support and energy from both the locals and the officials. What would you like to see happen in the near future?
Hopefully we can get a lot more people involved, and we're appealing to anyone, companies, politicians, even though we're non-political, and anyone watching this, and you can donate. It's all about making sure that the people we've given hope, we can carry on, because at the moment sustaining it is becoming a big challenge, and we're having more and more people who are willing to come on board. So our mantra, as we've been saying, is that instead of giving people fish, we're teaching them how to fish. We hope to have these senior citizens contributing by working projects in the centres to help fundraise for the charity, and that's all good for their own sustenance as well.
Yeah, so could you give us just a quick description of what it is Simil does day to day?
It's quite simple, really. It's about, as you know, in the Western world, I mean, we say this in all the platforms, that there's a support system for old people, but in Uganda, there's no support system. So that means if you're not looking after your grandparents or your parents, they haven't got no support. Some of them can live in the house for weeks without talking to anyone. So this centre is given the opportunity to socialize, which is also good for their mental well-being, socialize with people their own age. And we also have a medical expert, health expert, Mildred Wamara. She helps with physiological issues and exercise, which is a condition that we all know that your health can deteriorate without proper exercises, and the body needs exercise to function properly.
Excellent. That sounds like a very worthy cause. So hopefully as many of you will go to their website, get in touch and support if you can. I'm certain every little bit reaches a far way.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and we look forward that people helping us. It's all about making a difference to these people. They depend on it. If you watch some of the documentaries we've done on the ground, they're really crying for this, and for us not to carry on will be a disaster for a lot of people who've seen Simil Senior Life as a big difference in their lives.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for being here with us tonight.